Hello everyone, welcome back to this video. In previous video we discussed about research methodology curriculum in detail. In this particular video we will discuss about assessment methods like formative assessment and summative assessment and calculation of modular grade points and SGPA. So what are the modular grade points? So after the completion of each module we have to calculate modular grade points, and after the completion of 6 modules we have to calculate SGPA. So in this video we will discussing detailed explanation regarding the individual module assessment and overall SGPA calculation. So now briefly we should review this summary and credit framework of the research methodology course. It has 6 units, 1 2 3 4 5 6 units, and 3 units are allotted with 1 credit. Module 1, module 2 and module 4 have 1 credit, and module 3 and module 5 module 6 have the 2 credits. And if credit 1 is there, then the equivalent, that is equivalent to 30 hours of learning hours. If credit 2 has assigned, then the learning hours is double, that is 60 hours. And in 1 credit module the allotted marks for the formative assessment is 25 marks. In credit 2 module the allotted mark is 50, that is double of the that particular module. In these 6 modules, 3 modules have 25 marks, that is module 1, module 2 and module 4 are allotted 25 marks. Module 3, module 5 and module 6 are allotted for the 50 marks. Next, coming to module 1. So this is the basic instruction given how to assess the modules. So this will be same for each module. So I will discussing here the module 1, how to do the modular assessment. So they have given the instruction. So assessment method here, based on hours, how many hours the learning teaching is happened, that is one thing. And use the different kinds of assessment methods for a particular module. So that is the instruction. Assessment method should be used in a different kind of assessment should be used. Then this marking pattern, the marking pattern is actually 25 marks per credit. If that particular model has allotted 1 credit, then it should be 25 marks. In that module 25 marks will be given for the assessment. If credit 2 is allotted, then the 50 marks should be given for that particular module. And the assessment should be in the structured pattern. So what is structured pattern, we will see in the next slide. Then grade calculation. So after the completion of that module we have to calculate modular grade point. To calculate modular grade point they have given the instruction in the table C. So at the end of this session, after the completion of 6 modules, I will show table 6 and I will demonstrate how to calculate the modular grade point. Then other instructions like keep records in the structured format. So the structured assessment should be kept in the structured format, that is the instruction given. Keep recording should be keep in the structured manner. So that is, these are the common instructions or common methods they have advised for the assessment of the modules. So in module 1 the assessment method they have given is, module 1 they are giving advising give the one project work uh, like a particular one case scenario. Assign any kind of case scenario, hypothetically or real case scenario, and you have to make the project on that. The PG scholar has to make the project on that case scenario. So how to evaluate this project? They have given the instruction by following these checklists, whether the PG scholar has done correctly or not, we have to evaluate. Based on the case scenario given by the teacher, the PG scholar should develop a research question and formulate the hypothesis and define primary and secondary objectives of that particular case scenario. So, and other clarity and relevance of that particular scenario like this. So, how to evaluate this research question? You have to evaluate using the PICOT, that is population, intervention, control group, outcome, treatment group. So this PICOT, by using this PICOT and other finer criteria, finer means feasible, interesting, novel. So this kind of criteria should be used to evaluate the project work. And in the hypothesis, whether the formulated hypothesis actually that is applicated or not, and the defined primary and secondary objectives, whether they are have clarity and relevance or not. So they have given the evaluation checklist also. Based on that evaluation checklist, we have to evaluate project work, and we should give the marks for that particular module work. That is, then here another method they have given, one is project work, or another, if other than this project work, other methods for assessment is the practical conversions, like that particular project in the module. If the students are not assigned project work, then if similar kind of works, if the PG scholar doing any similar kind of work, then also you can give the do the assessment. And portfolios means the work of the PG scholar related to that particular topic. And reflections, presentations, based on these also you can do the assessment in the particular module. So what is the portfolios, reflections, presentations, we will see in the next slide. So portfolio means a collection of work showing progress over a time. So PG scholar will collect the whatever work he is doing related to that particular topic or subject. He has to collect the work progress. That by seeing that particular portfolio of the PG scholar, we can also give the marks of the that particular module, that is 25 marks. Then reflections, a written piece about the student learning journey. So what are the observations the student has made, what are his queries, how he has clarified that particular doubts. So everything will be noted in the notebook of this that particular PG scholar. If he that particular PG scholar has doing this kind of work, his reflections, his real work about that particular topic or subject is there, then also we can do the marks. Then presentation, the presentation done or given by the PG scholar related to that topics in the structured way, also considered for the assessment. So in module 1, either you can give the project work based on the given scenario, or you can assess the that PG scholar by other things like practical conversions and portfolio reflections and presentations. The overall marks for module 1 is 25. Then module 2, once again this is same for the module 2 also, methods, grade calculation, instructions and everything. So here the assessment given for module 2 is mock review process. So in this module, the unit 2, that is institutional ethical committees like human ethical committees and animal ethical commission, constitution and review process should be do. This is the assignment for module 2. So here Module 2 have 25 marks. So in this module we should conduct the mock review of the institutional ethical committees for human and animal uh, animal ethical committees. So here the mock review process of institutional human ethical committees. So how to evaluate this mock review? They have given the this checklist, uh, how the PG scholar is reviewing the trial protocol, and how they are taking the informed consent, subject requirement procedure review, written information reviews, investigator brochure reviews, safety information reviews, and how they will compensate if anything miss happens, then investigator curriculum. So everything should be reviewed in the this mock process. Based on this we have to give the marks. The another one is institutional animal ethics committee mark review. So here also the criteria is given for the evaluation. For example, how the animal selection criteria should be done, then how the analysis and disposal and safety informations, trial protocol. So everything should present in the this mark review. So this is the assignment for the module 2, or you can go through the other you can give also mark like portfolio reflections presentation can be taken for the assessment in this module 2 also. So first they have given the in module 2 review mock review process of ethics committees humans and animals. You can do this, or you can give the assessment based on the portfolio reflections and presentations as we discussed in the previous module. Then module 3 has the 2 credits, that is 50 marks. So once again this is same for this module 3 also, basic instructions. So in module 3, 25 marks given for the case based evaluation. So what is case based evaluation? So we have to give one particular case, published paper on a particular study design, and the published paper should be analysis. That is the case based evaluation. This is the first assignment for 25 marks. This so second one is this experience learning. Already we discussed, that is portfolio reflection and presentation. So these two assignments are there in the this module 3. Total marks is 50 marks, 25 marks for case based evaluation, 25 marks for the experiential assessment. So how to evaluate this case based evaluation? That is, you have to give the paper of published paper of particular study design, and the PG scholar should analyze the this study, what are the study design elements, what are the research methodologies in that particular paper, how they analyze the data, what are the ethical considerations, what are the outcome measures based on the summary given in that particular paper. So this is for 25 marks, and another 25 marks for the that uh, portfolio reflections and presentations. This is overall 50 marks. That is the module uh, 3 is for the 50 marks. Then module 4, once again the basic instruction for assessing the module is same. Here in this particular module 4, the case based evaluation, the design should be interventional study design. The published paper of interventional study should be given. Then evaluation of this particular assessment is this published paper, how they have made the literature review, sample technique, how the randomization has done in that particular paper, how they made the blinding methodology, statistic analysis, what are the results and output of that particular paper. This should be discussed by the PG scholar or explained by the PG scholar. Based on this we have to analyze the or evaluate the this particular module. This is for the 25 marks. So another method for assessment is as common we are seeing, that is portfolio and other kind of activities presentation done by the PG scholar also we can consider, that is for the 25 marks. Then module 5, once again it is same basic instructions. In module 5 it is for 50 marks. So 25 marks for SAQ questions. From 5 units are there in this module 5. From each units, one question should be taken. Total one question should be taken. The 5 questions for 5 marks, that is total 25 marks. 25 marks for the SAQ type, and field report for the 25 marks. So from one unit we have to take one question. Total 5 units are there, so one question carries 5 marks. 5 into 5, 25 marks for SAQ type of questions, and 25 marks for the field report evaluation. To how to evaluate that field visits, like any particular lab or any demonstrations and any lab instruments done in the particular teaching learning hours. Based on that, the field evaluation should be done. The element should be considered in the field evaluation is how the PG scholar has participated, active participation is there or not. Then observation book, how they are mentioning their observation in their particular book, and how they are maintaining their record of that particular field visit or lab visit or lab instruments can be considered here and given for the assessment. So total 50 marks for the this particular module. The next module is last module, that is sixth module. It is also general instructions are same. Then here in sixth module it is for 50 marks. So first 25 marks is divided for the critical review of a published article. One published article should be given, and the PG scholar should critically review that particular paper. The marks are distributed. How to evaluate that critical review? So we have to give particular guidelines for selecting the research paper. So if the PG scholar selected that particular guidelines, what we have told, selection of paper is correct, then you have to allot 5 marks. Then reviewing the that paper according to checklists, that is 5 marks. And total summary of that particular paper, proper summarization of that particular paper gives the 15 marks, total 25 marks for the first assignment. Then next one is, that is another method based on the portfolio reflection, that is presentation, 25 marks. So total 50 marks for the this particular module 6. So now we will summarize this modules and things. The course for framework we seen, it has 6 modules, 9 credits and 270 notional learning hours. So 1 credit means 30 hours, 30 hours of learning. In that 5 hours for teaching, 10 hours for practical, 13 hours for experiential learning, 2 hours should be used for the modular assessment. The assessments are doing module wise assessment and summative assessment. These two are the assessment methods in this particular course. So credits, here you can see what is credit means. Here credit means 30 hours. So what is the credit? Credition is a measure of workload required to complete a course or module. It reflects the amount of learning, includes lectures, assignments, practicals and independent studies. So 1 credit equal to 30 hours of learning. If any PG scholar completing 30 hours of activities according to this, that is 5 hours of teaching, then 10 hours of practical, 13 hours of experiential learning, 2 hours of assessment. If any PG scholar is completing this 30 hours of learning process, then it is equal to 1 credit. It is basically measures the workload, not the giving the marks. It is basically measures the workload, that is 1 credit is equal to 30 hours of learning. If 3 credits are there, then 19 hours of learning should be there. Then next, in the previous slides also you are seeing the table 6. The modular assessment should be done based on the table 6. This is the table 6. Here once again we can see the first module has 1 credit, second module has also 1 credit, the third module 2 credits, fourth module 1 credit, then fifth one is 2 credits, and sixth one is also 2 credits. uh, this is 1 credit modules has 25 marks, 2 credits module has 50 marks, 25 marks, 50, and 2 credit module has the 50 marks. So after the completion of one module, particular module, so you have to calculate MGP. So how to calculate MGP? So completion of module means completion of 30 hours. So completion of 30 hours, that is if 1 credit module is there, the completion of 30 hours is called as the completion of module. After the completion of one module, how to calculate that modular grade points? Here they have given the formula. We will see in the next slide in the simple version. So modular grade point calculation formula is attended hours, obtained marks, total hours, and maximum marks. For example, the research basics module 1 has the credits 1. The basic research basics module given is 1 credit, total hour is 30 hours. Here attended hours means if any student attended 30 hours completely, he has completely attended 30 hours, then in assignments maximum marks, 1 credit module has the maximum mark of 25, then the student obtained marks 20 marks. Out of 25 he gained the 20 marks in that particular module. Then how to calculate this MGP? Then we have to substitute the numbers, that is attended hours, that is the student has attended 30 hours completely, then obtained marks, he has obtained 20 marks out of the 25, then total hours of the module is 30 hours, 30, then maximum marks for that particular module is 25. We have to substitute 25 then into 100, then the calculated one is 80%. This is the MGP calculation, 80%. MGP here is in the percentage form. Like that you can also see the this demo table with hypothetical data. uh, for module 1 credit 1 is there, total hours is 30 hours. If student attended 30 hours, maximum marks is 25. If marks obtained is 20, then if you calculated MGP, that is 80%. Like that, if student attended 28 hours, gain the 22 marks out of 25, then the MGP is 82.627. So you can calculate by this hypothetical table for the purpose of practice to how to calculate the MGP. Then after the MGP is completion of each module. After the completion of one module, one another modules completion of each module, we have to calculate the MGP. So next we have to calculate the semester evaluation method for the semester grade points. So semester means here, so all the modules after the completion of module 6 modules, we have to calculate this semester grade point, that is SGPA. That is, for example, this 6 modules we completed in this particular first 6 months, then we have to do the calculation for the this SGPA. How to calculate SGPA? We simply add the all the MGP. uh, they are represented with C1, module 1 with C1, module 2 with C2, C3, C4. You simply add the all the modular points and divided by the number of modules. It will give the semester evaluation method, that is semester grade point average SGPA. Here is a example. uh, Sum of all the MGPs of the semester C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. Here we have 6 modules. So individual modules, modular points you have to add and you have to divide it by the 6 because we have total 6 modules. So to eligible for the final summative assessment or this final exam summative assessment, total 60% of SGPA point required for the student. If SGPA is less than 60%, the PG scholar is not eligible for the summative assessment. So for example, here demo, uh, one of the PG scholar has scored the 80 in the first module, second module 82, third module 89, fourth module 92, for fifth 73 and sixth 96. Then to calculate SGPA, simply we have to add the all MGPs and divided by the 6, and this is the SGPA, semester grade point average. So 85.49. If this is less than 60, then 60%, then the PG scholar is not eligible for the summit this final examination. But here it is more than 60, so this particular PG scholar has eligible for the summative evaluation, that is final exam. So one of the another concept here is most of the people will confusion with the credits and credit points. Both are look like similar, but they are different. Credit is basically the working hours, to measure the working hours. For example, one credit is equal to 30 hours of working duration or learning hours. But credit points means credit points is equal to credits into grade points. For example, here the student earns the grade point 8 in 3 credit course. So then the credit points is 3 into 8, that is 25 credit points. Credits are different and credit points are different. So in above we calculated MGP in the percentage. If you want in the 10 scale, then you have to multiply that with the 10. For example, research basic, it is the obtained MGP in percentage is 80. If you want to calculate the credit points, then what is credit points? Credit points is equal to credit into obtained MGP. So for example, module 1, this module 1, what is the credit given? That is credit given for this module is 1. So 1 into MGP. MGP means here it is calculated in the percentage. If you calculated in the 10 grade, then it will comes as a 80. Then it is equal to 8. That is credit point for module 1 is 8. But credit for module 1 is 1. So this is the difference. Credit point is equal to credit into this modular grade point. But credit is measuring of the working hours. So this is the basic difference of credits and credit point. So credit points is a quantitative measure used to evaluate the performance of a student in a course or module. So then this is the final exam question paper pattern for 100 marks. number of questions, analytical based questions, how many questions will come, short answers 8 questions will come, long answers 4 questions will come. So this is 100 mark final question paper in the sem 1. So in which unit how much questions should come, which type of question should come, they have given the in detail. So then another concept called GPA and CGPA. So I will not explain now this one because the course PG course is not at start. Once the PG course is start, then we will understand what is GPA and CGPA. If I explain now, it will be confusing. So I will make the video based on this after the 6 months, that is one semester. So up to that, please wait, and I will update my videos and informations in my website www.ayurveda class guru. Please follow. Thank you once again. Thank you all.